Hello everyone, today we are going to see multiplying decimals by 10, 100 and 1000. So, you already know that when you multiply by 10, when you multiply a whole number by 10, what you do is you add a 0 to it, right? See the example here? 4 times 10 means we add a 0 to 4, that is 40. And when you multiply by 100, you add 2 zeros, right? See the example here? 5 times 100 means 5 and 2 zeros. Similarly, when you multiply by 1000, you add 3 zeros, right? See the example? 6 times 1000 means 6 and 3 zeros, that is 6000. Now, consider a whole number. Whole number can also be written with a decimal part. Like, for example, see here, I'm taking a number 45. So, I can write this as 45.0. Both are equal. 45 and 45.0 are equal. What does it mean? 45.0. It is 45 and no fractional part, right? So, when you multiply 45 by 10, you get 450. Same way, when you multiply 45.0 by 10, you should get 450. So, what's happening here? See, 45 times 10 is the decimal point moved towards right. The decimal point move one place towards right when you multiply by 10. Got it? Now, there is no digit after decimal point, so just ignore it. Fine. See here, I have another number 63. Now, I'm going to multiply it by 10. So, I'm going to write it as 63.0. 63 and 63.0 both are same. So, what I have to do is, I just need to move the decimal point one place to the right. So, I'm moving decimal place one place to the right. So, it is 630. Isn't it? 630. So, when you multiply by 10, when you multiply 63 by 10, you get 630. That's by moving a decimal point towards right one place. This understanding really helps when you have to multiply decimal numbers by 10, 100 and thousands. Okay, so let's see. We have a decimal number 57.42 and we have to multiply by 10. So what we have to do? We have to move the decimal point one place to the right. See here? We are moving the decimal place one place to the right. So the answer is 574.2. Now, let's take another decimal number 75.69. Here we are going to multiply by 100. See, 75.69 multiplied by 100. In 100, we have 2 zeros. So, we have to move the decimal point 2 place to the right. See, we are moving 2 place to the right. So, the answer is 7569. Now, we have another decimal 1.0568. We are going to multiply by 1000. In 1000, there are 3 zeros. So, we have to move the decimal point 3 place to the right. See? So, the answer is 1056.8. Now, consider small decimal number, for example, 0.034. Here, we are multiplying it by 100. So, what happens? We have to move the decimal point 2 place to the right. See here? 1 and 2. So, the answer is 003.4. Do we normally write 1 as 001? Of course not, right? So, here, these zeros are just the placeholders which represent 0 tens and 0 hundreds. So let's remove it. And the answer is 3.4. So 0.034 multiplied by 100, we get 3.4. Clear? Now let's multiply by 1000. In 1000 there are 3 zeros. So we have to multiply the number 0.00965 by 1000, which means we have to move the decimal point 3 places to the right. So see here, 1, 2 and 3. So the answer is 9.65, and we have these zeros which are just the placeholders which represent 0 tens, 0 hundreds and 0 thousands. So we can just remove it. Okay, so the answer is 9.65. So what is the procedure when you multiply by 10, 100 and 1000, etc.? See, the first step is you do the multiplication step, then move the decimal point according to the number of zeros. Okay, so here for example, we have 3 zeros, so we are moving 3 places to the right. Okay, now the second step is you have to remove the place holding zeros afterwards. That is, just remove it. So you get the answer. So your answer is 3.65. If you have zeros in the middle of the number, just leave them right there. They are important. See, for example, we have 4.0009 and I'm multiplying it by 100. So what happens? I have to move the decimal point 2 places to the right? So 1 and 2. So the answer is 400.09. Now I have these zeros in the middle of the number, so I have to leave them right there. They are important. When zeros are in the middle of the number, they are important. So now you got how to multiply with 10, 100 and 1000. You know how to multiply decimals with 10, 100 and 1000. So go and rock it. Bye.